gamers, welcome back to the counselor's office. I'm Mr. Gaming Counselor, the counselor that encourages you and gives you guidance on critical thinking and not to be the doormat of billion-dollar corpo. That's right. We want you to be, critical thinkers. We want to give you guidance, counsel you into being intelligent. So we're going to be intelligent with the conversation that we're talking today. When what we're talking about today is Halo Campaign Evolved, and is it the next marathon? But before that, you want my brutally honest thoughts? Here it is. Watch it, give it a like, subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed it, or run it in the background, support the video. I spent a lot of damn time on it. The brutally honest review of Halo Campaign Evolved. Now, I want to say that Halo is close to my heart. I am biased, but I'm also critical, which you see in the video. I have two sides. I have the part of me that is excited because it's Halo, but also that is brutally honest, the Halo purist of me. This game has received so much hate. Halo Campaign is being paraded and treated just like Marathon, which is baffling to me. It's still doing better than Marathon, but is baffling to me that this game is getting so much fucking hate. It's so much so that it's very mixed. This game is being received, it's very mixed. But I feel like this is going to be a Halo 4 situation, and I'm just speaking on behalf of me, where it's going to be a point where people are going to look and treat this game like Halo 4. And I'm just going to have to be how I am with Halo 4. I accept that I am the minority and just do my do. And that's the thing. I'm not... This Marathon and Halo Campaign Evolved have a lot of similarities currently. They're being hated on. They're being attacked. They're being dragged through the mud, being called woke. And I'm going to say this, as I said to Marathon, the consumer has a right to say what they want. And there's going to be moments in here that we talk about more specifically, but I'm not going to convince people that they're wrong. Just like I keep telling people who try to convince you that you're wrong just need validation. I don't need fucking validation from you. I don't give a shit. I never needed validation about Halo 4. If you fucking hate this game, you say it's the biggest pile of shit, I'm not going to argue against you, bro. You're not going to hurt my feelings. It's a single player game. I would be more scared if this was a live service game. It's a single player game. I'm just going to do me and play me. But we are going to react to some of the I'm going to focus specifically on the aspects that are just absurd, right? This is going to be an educational video too, to help people. If you're going to be critical of something, be better. Don't let people who do the calling out of people who call out Marathon bitch and complain and then never bring any logical criticism against that. So I'm going to encourage you guys to be critical with your criticism against, Halo. I'm going to help you, right? We're going to fix some things. I'm going to help you be critical so that people don't like look at that. They're just the same thing of Marathon. They're just like Marabots. No, you're going to be better than the unhinged loonies trying to defend Marathon. You're going to be better. Okay. I'm going to help you be better. But it is funny that Halo, which is being shit on just like Marathon, and yet is doing better than Marathon is. A game for 25 years ago, getting a remake, is doing better than Bungie's current game made by them, a reboot, and it's shit. Both games are games that no one asked for. No one asked for Marathon reboot. No one asked for a Halo remake. Even I didn't ask for it. Now, I'll consume it. I enjoy it. But no one asked for these. So there's some parallels. The difference is this is a remake without the multiplayer, and this is an extraction shooter, not a single player that people actually would want. But perfect example of people not wanting this these games. And I accept that. That is a reality that I accept. Then this is where I come in and I listen, this is where there are a lot of LARPers, people who act like they know Halo that don't. There's a lot of people who are also, grifting. They are just here for the woke conversation. And I want to say something real quick. I have always stood in the middle of the conversation about calling things woke and the woke brigade. And that was mostly out of the fact that I see it. I can see where people are coming from when they say something is woke, usually because there's some, understandable aspects. And again, Reloaded, I cite this as probably the game that I agree is the wokest game that I've ever seen. And I agree on the definition of this being woke. I watched an African-American, I've said the story many times, I watched on Twitch an African-American guy play this and reacted to the dialogue and to the fact that this black character is just stealing and justifies it. And he's like, this is the most racist shit I've ever seen. And I'm like, okay, we're on the same page. I think this looks racist, but this black guy also thinks this is racist. This is some woke shit. That is one of the key moments that I really like. I'm on the side of this is woke. But Halo has gone into the conversation, and there's a lot of like conversation based around the 3 bonus missions. And I'm not defending the bonus missions. In fact, if you watch my brutally honest review, I heavily criticize those and even make the mention in the end of the review where I go Halo purist, that if this is what we can expect from a original game from them, not a remake, this is terrifying because those are 3 original missions that aren't actually the remake. The remake itself is fine, in my opinion. It's the original missions that are like, okay, this dialogue is ass. But I have to do my due diligence to encourage people to think critically and to be intelligent. There are too many people who are stupid, who are hating on this game with 0 logical points. The first one is this one. The current state of the Halo discourse. Stop thinking completely, criticize everything. This person, what did they do to the soundtrack? I'm literally just playing the OG Covenant dance track on Spotify. People don't even know. And we're going to talk, like, I don't know if I have anything about the narrative. People are calling the narrative woke. Like, that is one that I should have pulled it up from my comment section. Someone talked about the narrative, and I'm sitting here like, it is the same fucking narrative, the same story. If you think Halo is woke, then just not the 3 missions, you're talking about the campaign evolved based on combat evolved. You say that is woke, the narrative is woke. You are the dumbest motherfucker I have ever heard. Either you don't like Halo, or you are a LARPer who acts like they know about Halo because it's the same fucking narrative. Can you listen? Your beef is with the shitty narrative of the 3 bonus missions. I agree with you. I stand with you. Wakanda forever, brother. Like, whatever, right? I stand with you. The 3 bonus missions narrative was awful. Bastardizing Master Chief's character with being a chatterbox, unfunny jokes with Johnson, and just the ODST. I like some of the ODST, like, rebellion. They didn't like Spartans. I like that aspect. I didn't like the narrative for it because it felt like a joke at the end of it. But for the love of God, when people do shit like this and they talk about it like this shit sucks, the narrative is also awful. It's the original fucking game. What did you expect? So many people are exposing themselves with criticizing the dialogue of Halo campaign. They literally reuse Bungie's original writing with Johnson. It's not new. Junk jargon that HS came up with. All of a sudden, the game is woke garbage. The red pilling of gaming nerds need to be studied. It's amazing how much Halo discourse is just 343 is pretending not to understand things, thus making discourse impossible. People who make excuses or lie for franchise like this are subhuman. Subhuman because I like a game? What are you talking about? I haven't played in the main game. I haven't seen anything in the main game woke. I bought it because I never played it before, so it's fine so far. I hope you're enjoying it. If you are new to the series, just play the main game. It is a great experience. It's classic Halo. It's missing some secrets. It's missing some, iconic lines. That's my beef with it, but it's still Halo. They didn't force agendas or bullshit into it. It's just Halo. But if you have the Master Chief Collection, just play that. By the way, this person blocked me because they couldn't refute my argument. So let's read what they said. Again, this is another Delulu. For Halo, on an estimated 100 million budget, these numbers are abysmal. For Dragon Sword Awakening, the estimated 20 to 30 million Korean game that ditched its gacha elements, they are right where it wants to be. And unlike Halo, the curve is going in the right direction. So the beautiful thing about this is Steam charts, and we are okay with Steam charts. I'm okay with pointing out Steam charts. That's fair. It's fair, okay? But you actually have to understand context with the data, or you're just making bullshit up. In this case, this is early access. Early access. This is not a brand new game. It doesn't have multiplayer. It is a single player game that has been out since 2001 and brought to PC, with the Master Chief Collection, with the CE anniversary. So 1, it's early access. 2, if we get word that PC is the main platform people are consuming the game, then yeah, that's pretty low numbers. But we all know Game Pass is where most people are playing it. Hell, that's what happened to Call of Duty. I give logical statements, and this person, it doesn't fit their narrative of how they're trying to spend data. They block me. It is what it is. Again, you can dislike something, but you can be intelligent about it. And that's what I'm asking. Be intelligent. Bring criticism. I gave you perfect examples. The dialogue. The narrative is awful. Changing character perception. These are perfect, fair criticisms. Don't be like crazy unhinged loonies that are defending games. Don't be the reverse of it, where you're hating on something with no logic. Don't be deceptive. And that's what this is. It's being deceptive. You know what you're doing. You're being deceptive. You're manipulating data that doesn't make sense. Now, we're going to talk about data about this in a minute. And we're going to, this was pre some information from launch, right? We know that there wasn't much increase from pre-early access to release. So let's just look at this. The Halo campaign evolved discourse perfectly summed up by one image. So we've got this. I finished Halo campaign, and it's simply the original game with better graphics, cutscenes, level design, and gameplay. This is true. TWLR, if you've never played CE before, then this is the ideal experience. But if you have, it's just a very nice, fresh coat of paint. This is a fair assessment, giving pros and cons, and the statement itself is true. And this person is, no, it's not. Why is it not? Where's zero logical argument here? Can you show me your playtime? We're going to talk about this in a minute. I ain't buying that trash. You don't got to taste shit to know it's shit. Well, first off, nowhere in this is there actual logical points being made. And that's the thing. You can dislike something, but don't say someone's wrong and not give them an explanation. You need to give actual feedback. Well, not feedback, but like, you can't say someone's wrong without actually telling them why they're wrong. Why the fuck is this? Why is Mischief wrong? No, it's not. It's not Halo CE. It's because someone on Twitter said it wasn't. He said it was woke, and so it's not the same game. Come on, be better than the hive minds. Like, for instance, we're gonna pick on Marathon. Be better than them. They're a hive mind. They can't think for themselves. You can be better. Don't prove the people that are saying that all these people are just, group thinking under one brain cell together as like a hive mind. You're not, this isn't the Flood. We're not the grave mind, okay? We're not the grave mind. You can think. Give us some logical reason. It's not that hard. I've been giving you some examples of fair criticism and why people wouldn't like the game. But I want to, I've said this about Marathon and other games, even like High Guard, this is important here. You do not need to play modern video games to know, or you can buy them to know if you'll like it or not. You just don't. You don't. Reality check. I can go into Twitch. I can watch the campaign from beginning to end by watching someone else play it for free and come to the conclusion whether I like it visually, why I like the narrative, in which this case, if you've played any Halo CE version, you know what the narrative is, or if I don't like any of the tweaks to the gameplay. If I don't like what I see, or if I feel like it's a copy paste of what's already out there, then you can make the decision that it's not good. Which, by the way, you can make that argument. Everything I just stated, the gameplay, it's first off, Oreo Master Chief Collection. Why would I buy this? That's an argument he could have made. The narrative, maybe it's missing some things, those key iconic lines. You don't like it? Could have put that in there. Missing multiplayer? Could have put it there. Like, there's a lot of aspects of criticism that you could throw towards something. And so just kind of going back. And so I absolutely loathe that people are talking about this game. And I do. Halo's my baby. I hate that instead of seeing any positivity, we're continuing the train of where we left off of Halo Infinite. Halo Infinite was a dumpster fire. It was awful. It was trash. And that's why no one played it. And now we're continuing that train from Halo Infinite. And it feels bad because it feels like at this point I've accepted that I think Halo's done. And that's why I'm okay with these remakes, because it gives me a little last flavor on the single player mission. I get to enjoy a little bit left, what's left in the tank of Halo before it fades off to obscurity, because I feel like that's what's happening. And so I put, however, calling something slop or trash with zero logical points or criticism does not mean you are right. By the way, just so we're clear, right here, 2 people commented, then removed their comment when I corrected them, because reading's hard, where they said 0 logical points, and they try to argue with me, and I argue back, and so they end up deleting their comments because they knew they were wrong after I corrected them. Let's see, is it this one? Here's a perfect example. 0 logical points in response to they retweeted, and I put, and here's my point proven. Still 0 logical points given. Says I'm wrong, like makes a meme, but yet doesn't show how I'm wrong. And this person, actually, you're proving my meme. People are showing more than enough logical points and you're just ignoring them. It's crazy, because the post that I comment on quite literally showed someone calling the game trash with 0 logical points. Why is it trash? Why do you think it's trash? Which was the whole point of the post. It was part of the post, really, actually. But simply replying to your uneducated retweet, you are also proving my point, because people showing more than the logical points, making that statement, there's so many people, they're making so many logical points out there, why you're wrong, is not actually showing logical points yourself. It's these people are parroting. They're not even coming up with their own, like, that's the thing. Be better. Don't just parrot what other people are saying, or say, well, they're out there. I watched this review. Who gives a fuck about that review? What do you think? What is it that you don't like about the game specifically? I don't like that the woman is too manly. You know what? I disagree, but fuck, that's a better, at least it's a criticism. And you're specifically talking about what? Oh, the 3 bonus missions? Say that. What about the main campaign? Well, Cortana looks like a dude. Okay, at least you're being specific. I don't agree with you, but at least you're being specific with the criticism. These people are not doing that. So be better than these. Actually bring criticism. Don't just say it's slop or trash. Why is it trash? It's trash because it has, the narrative is all about, 3 bonus missions ruins Master Chief's character. I don't like the Halo remake because they omit too many iconic lines. Like, I want those juicy, iconic lines. I'm going to play the Master Chief Collection and play Classic Legacy. So you're approving my point because people showing more enough logical points is not showing logical points yourself. Like, use your own brain if you have one. Are these logical points in the room with us? Where are they? You can't say that there's plenty of them and that I'm proving your point. You aren't citing them. You can't be like, guys, they're out there. Okay, where are they? Bring them to the table. I'm not making fun of people being upset about the game. I'm making fun of people who are being a hive mind, that are just parroting nonsense with actually bringing logical points. All I care about is be better than people who defend games and say that people are wrong that actually don't bring logical points. Bring some criticism. Do that. Like, hell, even people who shit on Marathon say that the art looks like trash, or they don't like the community, or they don't like that, the voice things being moderated, or they don't like the guns because they look like Roblox, or they don't like the UI, or they don't like the leveling system. Like, people are actually, when they shit on Marathon, they're actually bringing some, logical criticism, fair criticism. Do that. Be better. Be better. That's all I care about. I don't care. You could hate this game and say it's a F tier level 2 out of 10. I don't care. But be better. Don't be partaking in this hive mind. Come on, be better. And here's another one. So people are posting, we've got this clip, and this really pisses me off because this is the biggest LARP that is LARPed in LARPed history. Okay, I started playing Halo Camping Evolved today. I played the prequel mission and played the Pillar of Autumn. I will talk about the prequel campaigns later, but here I want to show you guys a video of a test I did with the friend who was playing with me.
All right, so first off, we have this guy here. Shoot this man.
What the hell are you doing?
Excellent. This is another man.
The Master Chief is going rampant.
The Master Chief is going rampant.
Oh my God.
Oh, the Marines. Oh, fuck.
I shit you not, 343 are so bad at coding that they managed to accidentally convince everyone that their shit tier code is some form of political activism. It's not even that. For people who didn't catch what just happened, they shot 2 dudes and then tried to shoot a female. In that specific mission, when you kill 2 people, it immediately happens when you kill Captain Keyes. But actually, I think killing anyone will set it off. But specifically, when you activate where Cortana tells people that you've gone rampant, you go AWOL. The doors lock. Everyone comes invincible. You get invincible Marines with infinite ammo that will just shoot you until you die. There is no way you can escape. There's no way that you can win. You just die. It's not political. It's not woke. It had nothing to do with the fact that it was a woman at the end. It's because everyone was invincible by the point that you decided to shoot them. It's always fun to see LARPer Halo fans around new releases. So here we go. Here's the classic. Oh no, there's the dude. The dude's he's not dying. Oh shit, guys. Oh shit, guys. He's not dying. Oh shit. Actually, I thought you could kill in the original. Am I the LARPer? Maybe is it CE that you could do the anniversary? Either way, you kill Keyes and everyone becomes invincible. He says featuring a bug in Master Chief released by 343 that was not in the original. Okay, thank you. Okay, holy shit. I thought I was crazy. I'm not a LARPer. It was 343 that changed it. This is not the Master Chief Collection nor the Gearbox part. It isn't footage of the Bungie game release. I don't play MCC. You're implying that. Oh! Damn. The original map files, as I said, That would be Gearbox version. I just pulled out my Xbox and confirmed it's possible. Yeah. So either way, just so we're clear, I don't know who's LARPing here, but you could kill the original Marines and then you go into lockdown. That's my beef. I don't know what the fuck, why we're semantics or what they're trying to prove here, but it has nothing to do with it's a whammon. You could kill people. Anyway, it's just that's part of this is the LARP. We've got people bitching about things that they have no idea. They're revealing that they've never played this game. Then we have Stuttering Craig. Now, I've watched them. I have no idea what this is about. We're going to watch it, the little clip, and I'm going to turn music off so that I can focus on this. Let's see what they have to say.
Actually know this person here. This was actually a real person's face scan.
Yeah, I mean, and the only thing I comment,
they're pointing to the top right where my screen is covering. That is the OG dude.
It's like, I'm not going to comment on gender swapping and race swapping. Like that stuff. Actually, if it's done because you want to be preachy and check boxes, I just think that's dumb. But the truth is, the reason that guy looks like that is because we thought it would be fun to scan the faces of some of the people who worked on the game and put them in the game sort of as it wasn't his face, trust me. He wasn't even around for Halo 1, just for the record.
Okay.
He didn't touch Halo 1. But yeah, that's Matt Segura. He's one of the longtime programmers at Bungie. He was my audio programmer. And I have fond and also frustrating memories of working with Matt. And he probably has the same sort of memories of me. It was a lot of intense fun. And
okay, so listen, that is part of the stuff that I'm talking about when I say that Halo Studios has removed some iconic situations and slots from the game. Like there's iconic lines and Easter eggs. Even they removed like guns, like in the 2 betrayals toward the end when you fight the battlefield of the Flood and all the tanks in the Covenant. You used to be able to pick up a sniper and go, but they removed the sniper for some reason. Like there are fair criticisms like this to make. Like why remove that? They've done it in Halo ODST, by the way, where they said Destiny awaits in the classic. Well, in the new one, they removed that. So it's like they removed anything that was, Bungie related, even Easter eggs. And I just I don't like that. Like if you were copying someone's homework, keep the originality into it, right? And that's a fair criticism. Welcome, fair criticism. But yeah, like he doubles down on the fact that they removed that, and I could see why people were upset. I could see that. That's a fair criticism. Is it because, I'm gonna say something that's gonna probably piss off the anti-woke crowd. I don't give a shit that she's black. Now, I would say as it's stupid to remove, people's faces that were from Bungie and they did like Easter eggs and all that core stuff. I don't give a shit that there are female Marines. There's black Marines. I don't give a shit. And I think it is the most low tier problem with the campaign because I'm going to be honest. I wasn't worried about looking at some random ass people on the ship. I was busy barrel stuffing the Covenant on Legendary. And even in the regular gameplay where you see Marines, most of them weren't there because they were dead. Because I was playing Legendary. They all died. So why the fuck do I care if they're black, white, Hispanic, whether they're, I don't give a shit. I care about the gameplay. And I was too busy playing the game to notice. Now, that doesn't mean I wasn't nitpicky and seeing specific things like iconic lines, Easter eggs, that stuff. That was more impactful. But some generic little Andy off to the side, I don't give a fuck. I'm not looking at the game that deep. Half the time, these people were dead for me. So, why do I care? Why the fuck do I care? I'll be honest. I don't care that they put a black person. In fact, it's more insulting if you think about it, that they gave a black person the most token position in the game. The most generic Andy position, someone that you probably barely see. And if you do see them, they just die off screen or on screen, whichever. So it's actually more insulting than it is being diversive. But let's also be honest. In the Marines right now, we have black people. There's black Marines. Who'd have thought? So if this is like the evidence of wokeism, this is probably the real crime that you're not doing any service. This is unintelligent. This is a bad faith argument. Please use it elsewhere. And I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm saying you need to have better, points, because this is very weak on the scale of shit, because no one really gives a shit about this person because they're going to be dead anyways. Then we have Reb. Halo fans are among the most sensitive and miserable people in the gaming community. I don't know. Bungie community is right there. They're right there. I just thought it was cool to see the crash landing. So I'm glad Halo Campaign Evolved showed us how violently Master Chief Escape Pod crashed. I said that too. It was so cool to see it be revamped. So that's why you saw dudes literally falling out of the pod to their death. Like, it was graphic and it was awesome. We have, at maybe like 7 years old, I was able to gather this information from the giant fucking crater, you stupid bitch. Again, that's not feedback, dude. That's not logical feedback. But this looks bad for anyone that actually wants to criticize this game. Like, bro, it's even more confusing in the fact that there's also a cutscene showing the crash in the original. You just meant it's more graphic. It's more graphic now, which I agree was a cool addition. Exactly. But people just want to be mad about everything. Watch Bungie developers being gratuitously destructive against the new Halo is incredibly cringeworthy. Your posts feel like written by a 15-year-old. That's why writing was not your job, and a pretty good example how much worth your opinion is in that matter. So Niles, this is a former Bungie employee who's just been shit talking this game, and a lot of it has to be the focus of the 3 bonus missions. It's disappointing to me that, like, listen, I'm not going to shit on this person. This person worked all the way back even on Halo 3, but it's so disappointing to see them like participate in some bad faith arguments. It makes me sad. So out of respect to the fact that they made some iconic games, like, it's sad to see that calling them a LARPer is wrong. Like, we need someone who's in the game, not even grifting, that has, a lot of experience, but it's just, I don't know. We need someone in a new term for people like that. They're wrong, or they're just not helping the situation by pushing the narrative. I don't know. Like, it's not that bad. It really isn't. But you know what? If you agree with them and you think it's trash, you're right. You are the consumer. You have every right to shit on it, because you either paid for it or you consumed it in some way, whether watching it. You have a right. That's the consumer. And I'm going to die on that hill, even if it's against a game I like. You as a consumer have a right to have an opinion, even if you don't buy it. As long as you've actually watched people play it and you're not watching clips or taking, generic ass statements online, then you should shut the fuck up. But if you actually played the game, or not played the game, you played the game and or watched someone else play the game, then yeah, you're good. You don't have to buy it to understand it. Just don't be a hive mind, Andy. Even Shroud has something to say about Halo Infinite, and I thought this was funny.
Oh.
This game is so ass.
It is so ass.
Yeah, it's not great.
Like, actually crazy.
It was bad.
It's like,
I would say Halo Infinite is worse than Halo Combat Evolved. It's absolute trash. And it feels bad because we went from Halo Infinite to Halo Campaign Evolved, which apparently people think is ass too. So we're continuing the ass trade. Choo choo. Even Cortana has a fat ass, which Hades is pointing out. Halo fans are the most miserable, unappreciative fans in the world, and if Halo dies, it's because nothing will ever be good enough for them. And I think this is true to a statement. I think just like Marathon, no one asked for this game. People like from Bungie, people wanted Destiny 3, or they wanted something akin to that, or they wanted the classic Marathon with a campaign. But no one asked for a Halo remake and no multiplayer. No one asked for something that most Halo fans and modern gamers want a new game. They want a new game. And when you make a game that is a reboot or a remake and it's not what people asked, and you don't actually cater to what they want, you're in trouble. In this case, you didn't make multiplayer, which is the lifeblood of Halo. So is the campaign, but multiplayer is the lifeblood, and you didn't give that. So people are going to be upset about it. And so to a certain extent, I understand the frustration and the hatred toward this game, but at the same time, a lot of LARPing is going on. Like, and that me using the word correctly, by the way, like there are a lot of people who shown they have no idea what they're talking about with the original. Fans have standards, deal with it. And your standards will be the end of your beloved franchise. Even George Lucas has enough of the backlash from the prequels. The point is nothing will satisfy you because of that. And you will, I agree to a extent. I do think that there will be I think it's already done. We had Halo 4, Halo 5, Halo Infinite, and now Halo remake, and people are not satisfied. I think Halo is I think it's done. I think after they make the Halo 3 remake, I think they should either do prequels, single player missions for to make the small group of people happy, or they shut down, they say goodbye. They say goodbye to Halo. As a Halo fan, I would rather, it's like the saying, what was the saying? You live long enough to become the villain. If you're a hero, you live long to become a villain. I feel like that's what's going on with Halo. It's living long enough to where it went from being the poster boy of the FPS, the gaming world, to now it's the laughing stock abomination. And I think we just need to bury it. It's time to die. It's time to go away. Listen, I want my last remakes. We can have the original trilogy, modern graphics, and it's Unreal. So Modern's going to have heydays with it. That's fantastic. It's time to say goodbye. But add multiplayer to Halo 3. So at least we have some final multiplayer to play with. Then we have a Marabot. You know, these people are so desperate to try to talk. Apparently, Halo Studios took someone's art for their gun design. And here's the deal. We don't know if this is even actually true. Because one thing that you would actually have to see is when was this Halo 3 when was this posted? Now, I'm not saying they're a liar. I'm just saying, when was it posted? But if you look at it, it is very, very, very pretty much identical to what you see. Like to the fine detail, to the lights. It is detailed. And yes, people will cite that they have ownership of it, but we gave Bungie shit for stealing art. Listen, Halo Studios should deserve the same flack. When Bungie did it in Destiny, they got death threats and harassment. But if it's Halo, it's just a mistake. Their property legally can't do anything. I think it's about doing the right thing over legality. Microsoft should give credit for this. I agree. But we know that they're pointing this out because, like, Bungie gets so much hate from the gaming audience. We've got to point out something else besides Marathon. People will say the game got worse over time, but really standards just got higher. If someone who never played Halo CE reviewed it today, would they score it a 97 out of 100? Probably not. And that's fair. I think if Halo released today by the standards, it would not receive a 97. And I think this is a problem with modern Halo, or just Halo in general. I just don't see. I think the franchise is over. Or you could argue that the only one who can make a good Halo was Bungie, classic Bungie, not current Bungie. And it's very possible these are their trilogy. Only they can make Halo, and maybe that's the case. Even though I thought this was fine, but let's be honest. It might be time to say goodbye to Halo. It pains me. It hurts my soul. But I'd rather not my game live long enough to become the villain. Here's some more reviews. Halo Campaign Evolved reviews. So it just like the community, it's very mixed. There's definitely some mixed one. 85, Metacritic 83. I mean, 8 out of 10 is not bad. It's not like 10 out of 10. It's not 9 out of 10. It's not bad. And then we have this from Mint Blitz. People selling Halo Campaign Evolved skins for $40 and they're actually being bought. What are we doing here? Guys, the fact that it says Windows, for the love of God, don't be this retarded. You can literally download mods that unlock all these skins. You can just unlock all the skins right now. There's mods. In fact, I'm sure you could get the deluxe edition for free and people are already making skins themselves, like their own skins. Like, please don't. You're spending $40. This is becoming a litmus test. I'm jaded about this only because the skin actually looks so good in game. The image they use in the menu doesn't do it justice. It changes color depending on the angle you look at. Like, that's a different conversation. What the fuck are you even talking about? You're like, he's talking about people selling skins and you're like, oh my God, the angle of the dangle is not good. Like, I swear it's bigger. And then Asmongold is here to give us his opinion on Halo Combat Evolved. Let's see what he has to say. What does the Roach King have to say about my beloved franchise?
$1 million and
Holy shit on a stick. Ah!
all they could do on launch was a wet fart single-player campaign. But don't worry, the Pride armor, the Women's Day armor, the Black History Month armor were all right on time.
There's no way this is real, right?
I mean, it's not real in the single-player game currently. That is a correct statement. It's not real. Now, in Halo Infinite, I just got done saying Halo Infinite was a pile of shit. Right, so we got that on the record. I'm not defending that.
Like, I want you guys, like, this is not real, right? This is like AI. No. Okay, give me a minute.
It's real.
Black History Month Halo armor.
But talk about actual Halo Campaign Evolved. Don't equate this to Halo Campaign Evolved, though. Like, can we talk about the campaign itself and not Halo Infinite? We can agree it was a pile of shit. That's why it's end of service already.
Like, have you ever thought about that? Why do these gay-ass studios have to delay their game? $1 million, and all they could do on launch was a wet...
Oy. I guess they're talking about Halo Infinite, but like... Yeah. Oh, so Halo Studios. I mean, yeah, it's not even Halo Studios. It was literally 343 that kicked all that off. Like I said, I'm not defending against that. And when I talk about like, if you want to use that as citing as being woke, whatever. I'm talking about that campaign itself. And I hope I encouraged and educated people to be a little bit more logical and watch my brutally honest review, because I'm very picky at what's wrong with the game. Like, I'm not here to change your mind. I accept that it's going to be a Halo 4 situation where I'm in the minority, and I don't need your approval. I'm going to play the game. If you don't like it, cool. That's great. I'm not going to pull a Marabot situation where I'm, unlike them, I'm desperate for validation. I don't need your validation. I'll play the game on screen, off screen. I'll do whatever the fuck I want. But I will react to fun stuff and then react to shit like this. Like, this is probably going to be one of the few videos I do on this. It's like just my thought to encourage you. Like, hey, don't like the game? Be smart about it. That's all I ask. That's what we do here. Shit talk with some actual, like, logical points. Okay? Sounds good? Sounds good to me. I'm Mr. Game Counselor. Let me know down below. If you played Halo Campaign, what's a pro? If you refuse to play Halo Campaign, let's show some people. Let's show the comment section that we can be critical thinkers. Give me a logical point. What is it that actually upsets you about the new Halo campaign? Sound off down below. As always, I'll see you in the next one. Huzzah! Game out.